brain isn't wired for greatness, it's wired for safety. That's the first truth most people don't realize. Every time you start something new, a goal, a habit, a challenge, your brain isn't cheering you on. It's actually scanning for risk. It doesn't care about your long-term growth. It cares about short-term comfort. And it will sabotage your progress in ways that feel completely logical. You've had a long day. Just skip it. You'll start fresh next week. Let's make a better plan first. It's subtle. It sounds smart. But it's actually fear in disguise. Fear of failing. Fear of judgment. Fear of discomfort. That's why you quit things, not because you're lazy, but because your brain convinced you that quitting was the smarter choice. And here's the kicker. Every time you give in, your brain gets rewarded. It says, see? We avoided discomfort. Let's do that again. You're reinforcing the wiring of avoidance. That's why change feels impossible, because your brain is fighting to keep the old identity alive. But it's not your enemy. It's just outdated software, running an ancient program built to keep early humans alive in a world full of real threats. Problem is, in the modern world, those threats are mostly emotional, not physical. Embarrassment, failure, discomfort. Your brain can't tell the difference, so it treats a workout or a cold shower or a hard conversation the same way it once treated a lion hiding in the grass. That's why the urge to quit feels so intense. It's not weakness. It's your survival instinct overreacting. So how do you outsmart a brain that thinks quitting is protecting you? You don't argue with it, you train it. First, you learn to spot the pattern. That voice in your head telling you to stop, delay, or wait until you feel ready. That's not your truth. That's your autopilot. The moment you notice it, name it. Literally say to yourself, this is the part of my brain that wants comfort, not progress. That small moment of awareness creates distance, and distance gives you power. Second, make the task embarrassingly small. If you said you'd write for an hour, write for 1 minute. If you plan to run 3 miles, put on your shoes and step outside. The goal isn't perfection, it's momentum. Because once you begin, even just a little, your brain gets hit with a new message. Oh, we're doing this. We're actually safe. And third, and this is what most people skip, reward the action, not the result. Say it out loud when you follow through. That was a win. That's how you rewire the loop. Every time you show up when your brain tells you not to, you're carving a new path. One that says, I don't run from hard things. I do them anyway. That's not motivation. That's self-leadership. That's the quiet confidence that builds every time you override the urge to quit. And the more you practice it, the more your brain adapts. It starts to expect discomfort. It starts to crave follow-through. And eventually, quitting won't feel like relief. It'll feel like regret. That's when you know you've flipped the switch. You've stopped being managed by your mind and started mastering it.